Imagine this. The lights go out, cars stop, and phones die. Society collapses in seconds. For Jack, his daughter Lily, and Grandpa Tom, the first 72 hours will decide who lives and who doesn't. Jack was driving Lily home from school when the world suddenly stopped. The streetlights died, the cars stalled, and the city fell silent. People looked around, confused. Phones stopped working. Stores closed their doors, and fear grew like a shadow. Jack, a brave father, took Lily's hand. "Stay close. We'll be okay," he said firmly. Lily, his smart daughter, nodded, but her wide eyes showed worry. They reached home, where Grandpa Tom, wise and old, sat waiting by the radio. The radio gave only static. "This is not just a blackout," Tom whispered. "This is the collapse." The first 72 hours after a collapse are the most dangerous. Jack knew this. People panic when food, water, and safety are at risk. He looked at Lily and promised, "We will survive." The night came with no lights, no help, and no sound except shouting in the streets. Jack told Lily a rule: stay calm, think. First, act smart. It was the start of their toughest test. When the sun rose, the world was still broken. No power, no running water, no police. The city smelled of smoke and fear. Grandpa Tom gathered Jack and Lily. "We must act now. The first day decides everything. We need water, food, and a safe place." Jack nodded. "Lily, remember, we survive by moving with a plan, not panic." They filled bottles from the last of their tap water before the pipes ran dry. Lily helped pack and food, bread, and fruit into backpacks. She was small, but she carried hope like it was a weapon. Outside, neighbors argued, some fought. A man tried to break into a store, another begged for help. Jack told Lily, "We can't save everyone, but we can save us," Grandpa Tom showed. Then a map. We head for the old library. Thick walls, hidden rooms, and close to a water source. Lily looked at her dad and Grandpa. "We'll make it," she said bravely. The family stepped into the unknown city. The first morning of collapse had begun. Finally, they reached the old library. Its tall stone walls stood strong against the noisy city. The doors creaked as Jack pushed them open. Inside, it was quiet, filled with dusty books and shadows. "This will be our shelter," said Grandpa Tom. They chose a hidden reading room in the back. Jack blocked the doors with shelves. Lily spread blankets on the floor. "It feels safe," she whispered. From the window, they watched the chaos outside. Fires burned, people ran, sirens wailed and then died. Inside, the library felt like another world. Grandpa Tom gathered them. "Here's the rule of survival. Water first, then food, then safety." Jack nodded. "Tomorrow, we searched the river." Lily held an old storybook she found on the shelf. "If we're here, we should read," she said. Even in fear, her mind stayed bright. That night, they sat in silence, listening to the broken city. Jack wrapped his arm around Lily. "This library is more than books. Tonight, it's our castle." The next morning, Jack woke early. He took Lily and Grandpa Tom to the river nearby. The water looked dirty, with trash floating. Lily frowned. "We can't drink this." Grandpa Tom smiled gently. "We can, if we boil it." Back at the library, Jack made a small fire using broken furniture and a metal pot he found. Smoke filled the room, but the water boiled. He poured it into bottles. "Safe water," he said proudly. Lily drank and smiled. "It tastes like home." They ate small meals, bread and canned beans. Jack made Lily eat slowly. "Rationing keeps us alive," he explained at night. The library grew cold. Jack built another fire, the orange glow filling the room. Lily cuddled under a blanket. "Fire, water, food," Grandpa Tom said. "With these, we last." But outside, voices shouted. A group was searching buildings. Jack whispered, "Stay quiet." The family held their breath. Survival was not only about food and water. It was about silence, patience, and courage. The third day brought more danger. From the library window, Lily saw strangers moving through the street. They carried sticks and bags. Their faces looked hungry, angry, and tired. "Dad," Lily whispered, "what if they come here?" Jack stayed. "Calm. We hide. We wait. We don't fight unless we must." The strangers pushed into shops, breaking locks. One even tried to open the library door. Jack held Lily close, finger over his lips. The man rattled the handle, cursed, and left. Lily's heart raced, but Jack whispered, "See, sometimes the best fight is no fight." Grandpa Tom nodded. "People without food become dangerous. That's why we plan ahead." When the streets cleared, Jack checked the door and added more. "Shelves." Lily asked, "Will it always be this scary?" Grandpa Tom sighed. "For now, yes, but fear teaches us to be strong." That night, Lily drew pictures of their survival on scraps of paper. "If we tell our story, we'll never forget," she said. Jack smiled. His little girl was becoming a survivor too. By evening of the third day, food was running low. Jack checked their bags. "We have 1 can left." "That's it," Lily frowned. "But I'm still hungry." "I know," Jack said softly, "but hunger teaches us to save." Grandpa Tom leaned on his cane. "We must go out at dawn. We'll look for food." The next morning, they walked carefully through the ruined streets. Smoke rose from burned shops. Cars were left abandoned. The smell of rot filled the air. They found a small market. Half smashed, Jack climbed inside while Lily and Grandpa Tom waited. He filled a bag with beans, rice, and bottles. Suddenly, voices shouted. Other people were coming. Jack froze. He could only take 1 bag. He chose food over comfort, dropping blankets and tools. "We can't carry both," he told himself. When he returned, Lily hugged him. "You came back," she whispered. Grandpa Tom smiled. "The right choice keeps us alive." But Jack wondered, how many hard choices still waited? That night, a storm broke out. Rain pounded the roof. Thunder shook the walls. The library groaned under the weight of water. Jack sealed the windows with boards. "We stay dry. We stay warm," he told Lily. But the storm brought danger. Water rushed into streets, flooding low houses. People screamed, running for shelter. From the window, Lily saw them. "Dad, should we help?" Jack shook his head sadly. "We can't save everyone. If we open the doors, we risk our lives too." "Grandpa." Tom placed a hand on Lily's shoulder. "Survival means kindness, but also wisdom." They sat close around the fire as lightning flashed. Lily covered her ears, scared. Jack hugged her tight. "Storms end. We stay strong until they do." By morning, the streets were washed clean, but the danger grew. Supplies were less, timbers hotter, and hope harder to find. The storm outside had passed, but a storm inside the city was only growing. On the third night, trouble came. The strangers returned. This time, they forced the library door. Jack pushed Lily and Grandpa Tom into the back room. "Stay silent," he whispered. The men entered, searching for food. Their flashlights swept across shelves. One man shouted, "There's a fire here. Someone's inside." Jack held a pipe, ready to fight. His heart pounded as the men moved closer. Lily's breath shook, but Grandpa Tom held her hand, steady as stone. At the last second, Jack banged the pipe against the wall far away from them. The noise distracted the strangers. They ran toward it, thinking someone fled. Seizing the chance, Jack led his family out a side door. They ran through dark streets, rain still dripping. "Dad, where will we go now?" Lily cried. Jack pointed. "Ahead. We survive together. Always." The break-in proved one truth. The city was no longer safe. By sunrise, the family found an old farmhouse on the edge of town. It was broken, but stronger than the library. Birds sang, and fields stretched wide. Jack built a fire in the yard. "This will be our new home," he said. Lily picked wild berries. Near the fence, Grandpa Tom smiled. "Nature still gives, even when the city takes." They boiled water, cooked rice, and ate together. For the first time in 72 hours, they felt safe. Jack looked at Lily. "The first 72 hours are the hardest. After this, survival becomes life." Lily nodded. "And life means family," Grandpa Tom added, "and wisdom." The world had collapsed, but hope lived on in 3 hearts. They had passed the test. When night fell, stars filled the sky. Jack whispered to Lily, "We'll build a future here." She smiled. "As long as we're together, we're strong." The first 72 hours had ended. Their survival story had just begun. Please like and subscribe for more interesting stories.